Aquarius. As you can see in the same video for everyone to watch, so you don't have to pay for the extended reading. I do the reading, and especially if you watch the extended, that you do pay it back to me in the form of a prayer, a blessing, or a small monetary donation. So prayer is free. I love prayer. I find prayer to be very meaningful. Keep having weird notifications popping up on the screen. But anyways, so that's that. I am wearing my favorite nightgown because where I am today, it is a rainy day and it is a Monday, and rainy days and Mondays make me want to just wear my nightgown. So that's what I'm going to do. I am an Aquarius rising, and as you guys know, Aquarians have no trouble just being their own damn little selves. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing what I want to do today. So anyway, let's get into your monthly spread, and then once we get in past the general portion, we'll look into romance specifically. So the first card here in this spread is going to indicate, this is so bizarre. The first card in this spread is going to indicate the general theme for the month. I just restarted my phone and 1,000 notifications are popping up about just stupid random things. But anyways, it's just distracting me. But we have the sun reversed as your general theme for the month of September. This is the same theme that we saw for Capricorn, which I just recorded. Basically, this means this is going to be a beautiful, happy, joyous month for you. That's the overall theme. But in the reversal, now the sun card, even in reversed, is very positive, in my opinion, in the way that I interpret the card. I feel like the reversal is just saying that maybe sometimes you're not always able. Sometimes you're not going to be able to see the positive in the experiences that you're having. So you might struggle a little bit with negative thinking this month. But if you're able to look beyond whatever problems and obstacles you're confronting in September, you will be able to see the joy. You'll be able to see the purpose. And you'll be able to see how you are meant to shine your light in the month of September. So the next card is going to indicate what is falling out of your life in the month of September. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. Now the Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment. In the reversal, you have not been able to find your emotional fulfillment. And that's why the card is reversed. But this is falling out of your life. So I do feel like there's something happening for you in September that is allowing you to feel more emotionally fulfilled than you have in the past. So that is very positive. What is going to be continuing in your life in the month of September? We have the Hermit card reversed. This is what it looks like upright. This is the Santa Muerte tarot deck. So the Hermit card reversed, in terms of what is continuing, you might be feeling lonely and you're resisting that. You don't want to feel lonely. You don't want to feel isolated. And so that might be a recurring experience that you're having throughout the month of September. The reversal could indicate that you are not wanting to always look within and you're really resisting that. Like maybe you know that you should look within. Maybe you know that you need to be introspective about certain things. But at the same time, you're like, ugh, I just need a break from all of that deep thinking, like I just need life to not be so serious, So something along those lines is sticking with you. I do feel like you're really craving more time with other people. Then, and maybe you haven't been having enough social time with other people than what you would like. So that could be for a lot of you. So what's coming into your life, Aquarius? We get the Ten of Swords reversed. So I feel like you may have just recently experienced some sort of painful ending. And in terms of what is coming into your life, I feel, again, that you are coping with this ending really well in the month of September. Maybe in August it was really causing you a lot of pain. And in September, I see you being able to embrace what has happened. Something painful happened and you're like, that hurt a lot, but I'm okay with moving on now. What about in terms of your career? What can we see in terms of your career? We have the Two of Wands reversed. Now, upright, the Two of Wands is a card about partnering up with people. So that could be business partnerships, that could be getting along with coworkers. In the reversal, I feel like maybe you're wanting to connect with other people when it comes to your career. Like maybe you feel like you need someone else to help you with a certain project or idea that you have. And you're not able to find someone that you mesh with in order to make that happen. And some of you might just be having trouble with other people within your workplace. Other people, you might just be having difficulty sort of envisioning where it is you want to go in your career. Let me pull a clarifying card. Okay, we get the Seven of Cups in the reversal. Seven of Cups a lot of times is about having a lot of options, maybe being overwhelmed by those options. In the reversal, to me, it kind of feels like you're kind of feeling like you don't have options, like your options are too limited. You don't have the options that you would want to have. And again, that might have to do with forming some sort of work-related partnership with someone in order to complete a project or an idea that you have. And you feel like there are no options available to you that are good in terms of this collaboration that you're wanting to have. What about love and relationships? Now we'll pull one card here for this, but we're going to look more into it in a moment. We have the King of Wands reversed. I believe this showed up also in the Capricorn reading. It definitely showed up in one of the readings I did. The King of Wands reversed. So this is in your romantic life. This is someone who thinks that they are the center of the world, that everything should revolve around them, that they should be able to be the one calling all the shots, making all of the decisions. This is a very selfish person. And so it could be that some of you are experiencing this kind of individual in your relationship life. Now in this spread, it's just called relationships. So this might be about romantic relationships. It might be some other sort of relationship. When we get into the romance portion, we'll learn more about what's going on with you. But definitely there is someone in your life who's very controlling, very dictatorial, bossy, arrogant, always thinks they're right, always has to be right, always has to have the final word in things. Yeah, so this is something you're dealing with right now in some sort of relationship in your life. So what about personal growth? In the area of personal growth, what's going on for Aquarius? We have the Hierophant card. So actually, I feel like you all are really learning your spiritual lessons. You're definitely seeking spiritual guidance. You know, you feel like you are very in touch with what's right for you and what's wrong for you. So yeah, I feel like you feel very in touch with your own personal sense of values. And maybe your sense of values is an area in which you are experiencing personal growth and you're understanding that more than you have before. So what is the overall advice for Aquarius for September? We have the Page of Cups reversed. I'm going to clarify that. Okay, Page of Cups reversed and Nine of Swords. You know, the Page of Cups reversed, look at this card upright. This woman is literally feeding herself water. She's nourishing herself. So you might be, you know, feeling like you are not deserving of love or something like that. And I feel like as the overall advice card, you need to let go of any kind of, you know, belief system you've had, any kind of negative thinking that you've had ingrained within you that you're not deserving of being loved, because you are. So that's going to be the advice for you. Accept that you deserve to be loved. So let me go ahead and get set up for the romance portion of the reading. I'm going to shuffle up these tarot cards. We're going to use some Romance Angels cards as well. If you're watching this after the live stream has been recorded, then of course you can skip ahead a little bit. How's everybody doing? There are not very many people watching right now. There are a lot of people watching the Capricorn one. I think people have just gone on to better things. If you are watching, I hope you're doing well. Like I said, it's a rainy Monday here where I am, which is okay with me. I kind of like rainy days in a way. Okay, so I'm going to use, hi Lindsay. So I'm going to use this Romance Angels card to get like the general energy, and then we're going to use tarot to get more into it. So the general energy of your love life is the Deception card reversed. So maybe you feel like someone has not been honest and upfront with you, or maybe you're the one who hasn't been honest and upfront. But with the Deception card reversed, I'm feeling like people are going to be more honest in September, so that's always nice. Let's see what's going on with you. We get the Empress card. I feel like you definitely are feeling very attracted. You're feeling very, you're feeling very comfortable in your own skin. You know, we saw earlier that the advice was to know your worth. The Empress card here tells me that when it comes to romance, you are knowing your worth. See more about this. We have the Empress card and then the Moon reversed. Okay. So this is where that feeling of not deserving comes in. It's the Moon reversed. It's sort of like on some level you know that you're deserving of love. You feel like you're attractive, but then there are these issues that have to do with some very deep-seated fears. This is such a pretty card. I'm going to show you what it looks like upright. This is the Santa Muerte Tarot. So this woman is looking into this pool of water. She's seeing her reflection. And the reflection that's being reflected back to her is a skeleton. It could be that you guys are having trouble seeing yourselves very clearly. The Moon card can also indicate just feeling very emotionally overwhelmed, feeling like you're experiencing very strong emotions and not knowing how to deal with those. There might be sometimes when your emotions make you feel a little bit crazy. You might be experiencing a lot of emotional ups and downs when it comes to your love life. And it's funny because we had the Deception card reversed. The Moon card can also be about deception, and its reversal, it could be like maybe you are trying to see this romantic connection more clearly, and you don't want to be deceiving yourself anymore. Maybe you feel like you've been deceiving yourself when it comes to this connection, and you don't want to be doing that anymore. Let's see what's going on in this person's neck of the woods. What's going on with them? How are they feeling about deceptions? Oh, God. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords reversed, and then we have this. Oh, we have this King of Wands reversed again. So the Knight of Swords in this particular deck shows someone not wanting to speak their truth. This guy is stuffing this sword down his throat. He doesn't want to be honest, or she, whoever this person is. This person is not willing to speak their truth. They're not willing to be honest. But this also is in a reversal. So I feel like if this person has been not expressing themselves openly, if they have been refusing to say the truth of either what's going on or what they're feeling or whatever, I think that they are realizing they need to stop that and be more honest. But they're also coming through as the King of Wands reversed. So I feel like this person is still actively in this struggle of like, well, how open and honest should I be? Because upright, the King of Wands is a very honest person. In its reversal, this is someone who can definitely manipulate the truth and be a gaslighter. They can convince you that something is true when it isn't. Let's pull a few more cards for them, because this person seems like a real piece of work. So we get the Page of Cups reversed again. You know, I think this person's issue partly, and the reason that they aren't very honest and open with how they feel about things, how they see things, etc., is because they also, like, they just don't feel worthy of love. You know, like something has happened to this person, and it's kind of hard to feel sorry for them because they're kind of coming across like a real selfish a-hole from the cards that I've pulled so far. But something has happened in their life that's made them really feel unworthy of love. And I feel like this is a theme for the two of you. You both kind of at times have this feeling and struggle with these feelings of unworthiness. Okay, we get the Star card reversed and then the Strength card upright, which are two major arcana cards. You know, I feel like this person is really struggling. Like, I feel like they are at a crossroads where they feel like I need to be more authentic. I need to have the strength and the courage to be honest and upfront. And then we have the Lovers card reversed, but it's like, I don't know if they're not trusting this connection enough to do that. You know, like this might be someone who feels like if I'm open and honest, if I really say how I truly feel, they're afraid that you are going to pull the rug right from under their feet. That's what I feel like is going on. And so that's why they're very withholding. They're very withholding, and I feel like this makes them come across as extremely selfish. And like someone who only cares about their own experience. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. I feel like they do have some level of unconditional love for you, because the Star card, even in reverse, does indicate that to me. But they don't have the courage to be as honest as they feel like they should be. They know that they need to be more open and honest, but they are definitely not trusting this connection. They feel like if they're open and honest about how they feel, you're going to deny them. I think that this person has been denied love. Maybe since childhood, they've had issues of other people emotionally withholding from them. And so they've learned to do that themselves as a way of self-protection. Let's get some message cards for each of you to get a little bit of a better feel of what's going on here. So your message to them is, do you just want me for sex? I want something real with you. I mean, I do feel like this person wants something more than sex, but I can see why they would be giving that impression. And I can also see why you would be having that doubt, because you know you're very attractive. You know that this person is attracted to you, at the very least on a physical level. But the Moon card is reversed. Like emotionally, that's where you feel more uncertain. Like, does this person really care about me emotionally? Or is it just that they care about me physically? Let's see what their message card is to you. Oh my. Well, this is interesting. The first one says, I'm nervous about having sex with you. I'm afraid you won't be satisfied. So you both have some real sexual hangups. You're feeling like this person just wants to use you for sex. This person is feeling like, yeah, they do want to have sex with you. They do want that, but they're also like, I don't know if you're going to be satisfied or not. Their other message to you is, you make me feel in ways I never knew were possible. And it's both exhilarating and terrifying, which is definitely why they're holding back so much. They feel very terrified that if they are more expressive of how they feel, that you are just going to really hurt them by denying them this connection with you that they really want. Now we had another card that kind of felt like it wanted to come out. And it says, I stare at your pictures because staring at your face this much in person would be creepy. Did I mention I think you're cute? So yeah, this person is definitely physically attracted to you. I definitely feel like it's also an emotional attraction, but this person is not very connected to their own emotions. It's not just that they're not expressing their emotions to you. Like they're not even honest with themselves about their emotions. And again, I feel like that's a self-protective move on their part. And you have another message for them, and it says, I think of you and smile. So you do smile sometimes. You know, this person does make you happy at times. I think at other times they probably make you pretty sad because of their withholding nature. Let's pull another Romance Angels card and get into the extended portion of the romance reading. So if it's made sense to you so far, let's see what else Spirit has to say about it. My cat Coco is up on the table licking her butthole and now her foot. Aren't you lucky that you can't see that? Oh, back to the butthole again. Nice, Coco. Thank you. Okay. So we got 3 Romance Angels cards wanting to come out. We get Soulmate, Codependency, and then Flirt reversed. I feel like you guys would really enjoy flirting with each other. It seems like it's not happening for whatever reason. Definitely there are issues of codependency here, and I feel like this is having to do with, you know, there's someone who is very emotionally needy, which is probably more you. And then there's this person who is very emotionally withholding, which is more them. And I think this has to do probably with attachment styles. Like if you read anything about, you know, this theory of attachment styles, you know, people who have maladaptive attachment styles can be both of these things, like emotionally needy and feeling like they never get their emotional needs met, and then emotionally withholding because this person feels like if they do give of their emotions to someone, they're going to be used and they're going to be taken advantage of. So in terms of codependency, it creates this very toxic situation where one person is just clinging and clinging and clinging and never getting their emotional needs met, and the other person is denying and denying and denying and feeling suffocated by the person who's asking for their emotional needs to be met. And so it's this situation where nobody is ever truly emotionally okay. But we do also have the Soulmate card. So, I mean, you know, both of you definitely recognize this is true love. You know, you do have a significant soul connection here. Let's get some more tarot cards to see what's going on with this codependency and lack of flirting that I think you both would enjoy if it were happening. So on your end, we get the 9 of Cups reversed. You know, like, again, it just feels like that. It just feels to me like, you know, you feel like there is the potential of happiness here, but it is not being fulfilled. Yeah, and then the 2 of Cups reversed. You definitely are recognizing this is some sort of soulmate or soul connection love. But it's a love that's not being fulfilled. On their end, we get the 9 of Cups reversed. So I feel like this person wants to learn how to be more emotionally giving. You know, they want to travel through this archway. They want some sort of personal transformation where they can be more emotionally open and honest. They definitely see the benefit of that. And we also get the Hermit card for them. Like, they're doing a lot of inner seeking right now. I will give it to this person. You know, they're not afraid to be introspective, and I think, like I said, it's hard for them to even be honest with themselves about their emotions, but they're aware of that. You know, they're like, I know how I am. And then we get the Temperance card reversed. To me, the Temperance card upright indicates a situation where a very strong bond is formed between two people by those two people being willing to work through adversity. But I feel like this person does not even have the emotional capacity to form this kind of strong bond with someone. Maybe just in any area of their life, but definitely when it comes to romance, romantic relationships, they don't know how to experience that sort of alchemy of two people really coming together and forming a strong bond. Pull one more clarifier for the Temperance card. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like they definitely see the value in this connection. They definitely see a long-term potential in this connection. But at the same time, like, they don't know how to create this unbreakable bond. Maybe they don't even believe that that's possible. This could be someone who's been hurt so many times before that they don't trust that anyone could really have an unbreakable bond with them. On your end, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Emperor, and then the Knight of Wands reversed. You know, you definitely feel like this is someone who's matching your own, at the very least, able to match your own energy. Like, I think that you see both yourself and this other person. You see yourselves as people who are very maybe career focused and really focused on career achievement. And you might be feeling like part of the reason that there's not much action happening between the two of you is because you both are choosing right now just to focus on what does make more sense to you, which is like career advancement maybe, or like pursuing wealth, you know. So I asked about this lack of flirting, or this why this flirt card is reversed. And from your end, I get the Three of Pentacles reversed. You're just really, from your end, you're really just doubting that this person cares enough to really fully invest. That's kind of what you're feeling like. And it's true, like they are, because they have so many fears of being used and abused. Yeah, like they have the Ten of Swords coming up. This person is so afraid of having the rug pulled out from under them. But we also do have the Six of Pentacles reversed. Like they care about you just as deeply and significantly as you care about them. I feel like they're kind of trusting timing in this situation. Maybe they're feeling like as time goes on, it will become more possible to make this work. But maybe it feels to them like right now this isn't the best timing. Let's get some affirmators, an affirmator card for each of you, and then we'll get your spiritual guidance oracle cards. You get pleasure from your end. It says, I give myself permission to feel pleasure, and I let that pleasure rush into my life in a decadent display of over-the-top abundance. Then I realize that pleasure has been waiting at my door for a long time. It's just that pleasure doesn't knock on doors because loud noises aren't super pleasant. For me, this kind of goes back to that initial card that we pulled for you guys, which was the Empress card. So really like pampering yourselves and treating yourselves well is something that maybe you are focusing on right now. Or if not, I think, Spirit is saying that would be a good thing to do. On this person's end, we have the Warmth card, which, there's a bear on here. Like this is someone who comes across as very grisly, but underneath they are like a cuddly teddy bear. They just have a difficult time showing that. but they do want to experience warmth with you. I feel like it's indicating that. The card says, I focus on warmth and let it guide all my interactions. No matter how others behave, I choose to respond warmly. With warmth, I can melt any icy exterior. I can soften any hard feelings. I can microwave any pizza. Today, I adopt the saying, kill 'em with kindness, and turn myself into a warm and loving serial killer. This card has been coming up in a lot of my readings lately too, but you know, I feel like this person really knows that they need to exhibit more of this warmth, and they need to melt the icy exterior of their own hearts, because I feel like they are understanding the repercussions of not being more emotionally present and expressive. So let's see what your spiritual guidance cards are. Let's just dropped half the deck. Let's get some goddess cards for you. And then we'll get some crystal guidance cards also. We have Yamanya, golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So I'm just going to let that card be self-explanatory. I don't know if I can add much more to that, but you know, don't be afraid of opportunities. Don't allow yourself to be limited in life, ever. You always have opportunities, and there are golden opportunities presenting themselves to you in September. We also have White Terra, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. You know, I kind of feel like if this person is kind of harsh to you, which to me it seems like that's the vibe I'm picking up, it might just be best to even avoid them this month. Doesn't mean you have to avoid them forever, and you don't have to avoid them at all. You know, just take the advice if it makes sense for you, but in general, whether it's this person or whatever, avoiding toxic situations is going to be to your benefit because you are feeling very sensitive, perhaps, according to this card. We also have Tanzanite, ready to love again. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. Some of you might be finding in this month that it's time to move on from this person and to be open to someone who can be more loving. We also have Fluorite, natural beauty and authenticity. Be yourself as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. Again, that goes back to that Empress card for me that we pulled in the beginning. I feel like you're really embracing that a lot in September, just loving yourself inside and out, seeing and recognizing and acknowledging both your outward beauty and your inner beauty, and really taking pleasure in and being aware of the fact that you are a beautiful, wonderful human being who is very deserving of love and very deserving of being treated well in all areas of your life. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you really enjoyed that. I'll see you back in October. Can't believe the year is going by so quickly. Until then, bye guys. Take care.